Greetings, in this video I'll be showing you one of the best strength builds that I could come up with. Now we're going to start off with the Wretch class. This build is going to be focusing purely and only on melee. So I'm naming it Strong Girl, but of course you can name it whatever you want, it's up to you. But this build is called Strong Girl. Check out the description down below for a list of timestamps if you wish to skip a part of the video, or if you already know something, or if you simply just want to know what this part of the video is called. Now I'm going to be going very in depth, and I'm going to walk you through every single step, including XP farming or rune farming, and getting you to the point where you can destroy every single early game boss and so on. As soon as you enter the open world, your goal is to make it to the Gatefront side of Grace. So just go straight forward, get the Church of Elleh side of Grace, and then keep going forward. You can kill some enemies along the way to gain some runes. Runes are very important, so if you want to be farming some runes while we're doing this, feel free, but don't spend too much time on this first area, because there's a better rune farming method later down the line. Keep going north from the Church of Elleh and you'll reach the Gatefront side of Grace. Sit down here and talk to Melina. She will give you access to your horse, Torrent. After that, we need to travel back to the Church of Elleh. Now, you can encounter Rani here, talk to her, she'll give you a bell. It's a very big help in terms of gameplay. She gives you the ability to summon ashes. If you don't see her here, just skip some time or die once, and you'll see her there. After that, we need to make our way to Stormhill. Now, follow the gameplay to know where to go. This is very important. You need to follow every single step to get where we need to get to. And it's important because I'm also picking up items and talking to NPCs that we drastically need in order for this build to be overpowered early. Our goal here is to get to Stormhill. Now, you can get to Stormhill in two ways. From the Gatefront Bridge, just keep going up the hill following the path, or follow this path that I'm going towards to here. I'm just going north, just following the path until I see the Earth Tree and a Spirit Spring, and some Fergal bloom patch of things, whatever it is. We need to go towards these ruins and the Spirit Spring right here. We can press X here and jump. We actually need to go up there because there are some upgrade materials up here. So it's up to you if you don't want to waste your time getting these upgrade materials, but I highly recommend doing this specific part because not only you get enough materials to upgrade up to +3, but you also get enough materials to go up to +4. So your goal here is to have one of the giants break the statue, and after that we can continue. Use the timestamps, again, use the timestamps if you don't want to bother with stuff that you don't think you need. After we grab the smithing stones, let's head back towards the Spirit Spring. Now, you can only do this through the Spirit Spring, otherwise you'll take fall damage and die. So be very careful to drop on top of the Spirit Spring, which is like the windy source thingy that you see up here. There's also another smithing stone here, but you can skip this one, you don't have to get it, but I like getting everything, so I got it right there. After that, we need to return to the Gatefront side of Grace. From here, we take the road up ahead, past the giant. Now, grab everything as you're going. Again, grab as many things as you can. We need everything at this point. If you're starting off a new character, again, I'm assuming that you're starting off a new character. This is for new people, or you can just do this even if you're trying to reset, respec, if you want a strength build. This also works for people like that. Anyway, we take the golden seed here and then we keep going straight. Follow the path towards the point where I've marked in the map. After continuing walking down the path, you'll find a site of Grace. Also, you'll find an NPC. Now, this NPC is extremely important. His name is Bernahl. Now, talk to him, and if you have the money to buy one of his Ashes of War, I 100% suggest you buy the Kick Ash of War. It doesn't matter what it is. Right now, we need all the runes that we can, so just buy the Kick Ash of War. Or if you're rich, you can purchase the Ash of War's upward cut, which is 1500. Now, this is important because Ashes of War have affinities. Affinities are heavy, keen, and stuff like that. So we need to focus on heavy because heavy scales with strength. That's why we need the cheapest one, because we don't care about the Ash of War right now. We just need something that makes our weapon very good. So just get the Kick. It's only 100 runes, and then keep going straight until you find another Site of Grace. From this Site of Grace, sit down and set your checkpoint here. You'll be on the bridge that leads to Caelid. Now, that's where we need to go. Now, you can take out this pumpkin head here. I suggest you do this on horseback. It's really, really easy. But yeah, he's kind of necessary because he drops a lot of runes. And yeah. But again, if you don't feel confident enough, then you don't have to do it. But I 100% recommend it. After you take out Pumpkinhead, you go straight forward, just keep going straight towards east. You'll encounter another NPC called D. He'll tell you something about a village being plagued by a mariner and something about death. After that, you'll encounter a Site of Grace. From the Site of Grace, keep going forward towards the water. You'll see a Mariner here. Now, I highly recommend you take out Tibia Mariner. He's extremely easy to take out, and he drops a ton of runes, which is exactly what we need. After you take him out, keep going forward into Caelid. Once you reach this Smouldering church, sit down at the Site of Grace. You'll be invaded by an NPC here. Now, take her out. She's kind of difficult, but you can take her out or avoid her. It's up to you. But yeah, we're finally in Caelid. From the Smouldering church, travel towards east, and you'll encounter another Site of Grace. Past this fiery rock barrier, sit down at the Site of Grace, and this is exactly where you need to be. From here, we'll be able to acquire our Greatsword. From this Site of Grace, we need to travel following the path that I'm following in the gameplay here. Now, you'll find an encampment nearby. It is very close to the Site of Grace. Now, you need to just follow the path east to where I marked, and you'll encounter a cart, some kind of wagon thing. And yeah, so you'll see a bunch of big dogs here. Just ignore them. You're too weak to take them out. And this is finally the location for the Greatsword. And now we can start grinding for it. After we acquire the Greatsword, travel from the Dragonbarrow West Site of Grace, located in Caelid here on the map. We need to go to the Sellia Evergaol. Follow the exact path that I'm following here on the gameplay. Now watch out, don't fall off the cliff yet. This is going to be some pro gamer moves here, so I'm warning you. Do exactly as I do. So basically what I'd like doing here is just following the path until I get to the actual Evergaol. The Evergaol is that circle thingy where you can interact with it and you'll be teleported into a boss fight. You don't have to do that. If you want, you can do it, but you'll probably get your ass kicked. So from here, you actually need to look for a specific tree. Now, I'm leaving a message here, and if you want to see my messages, just simply add the password neon in your multiplayer passwords, in your group passwords. So add neon, and you'll be able to see my sign here, hopefully. So after we stand exactly here, right behind this tree, we're actually going to be jumping off. So why are we jumping off? So there is a mechanic in this game called Statue of Marika. The Statue of Marika is a thing where if you go near it, it will make you respawn there after you die. So that's what we're doing. We're triggering a statue of Marika by jumping off the cliff right here. As you can see at the top left hand corner, you can see the statue of Marika symbol. So after you die, as I did in the video, just click spawn at the statue of Marika. Now this is a very easy way to shortcut. Now the only downside is that you lose all the runes that you had on you, but yeah, I probably should have told you don't do this with runes. Anyway, so we're finally here in the Swamp of Aeonia. This is our final destination. You can take out the big scarab. It doesn't do anything. It just gives you health. Anyway, so from the Swamp of Aeonia, we need to look for a Site of Grace. The Site of Grace is directly in front, across from where the scarab was. You can probably see it from here. It's located southeast. Kind of towards this middle part, so it's important that you get this Site of Grace, otherwise you have to repeat the entire process of jumping off again. So get the Site of Grace, sit down at it, and be very careful because you might get invaded by Millicent here. So follow the path that I'm following to avoid her. From the Site of Grace, travel towards west, towards these ruins. Remember these ruins because you'll be spending a long time in these ruins. Now, they're called the Streets of Sage ruins. There is a traveler's set here that you can wear. I told you I would find some armor, right? So this is the armor that you can wear, or just wear whatever you want. But basically, this is the armor that you can get right off the bat. Now, there is a Site of Grace here, so be careful not to die. You have to traverse this on your horse. Now, our strategy to grind runes relies a lot on this area. So, set your waypoint here to the Site of Grace, sit down at it, set your checkpoint so you spawn here. So this Site of Grace is actually called Aeonia Swamp Shore. So travel here, and basically all you have to do is sit down here, get on your horse, kill all those enemies back and forth. And repeat. This is how we will be farming runes for the next 40 minutes. So it might take you a little bit longer, but it's fine. Just put on something in the background, have something running in the background, listen to music, whatever you want. But this is basically what we need to do to get enough levels to be able to wield the Greatsword. Now, the Greatsword requires 31 strength and 12 dexterity. But you only need 27 strength to be able to dual wield it. Now this is the strategy. I'm sitting at the Site of Grace, and then I'm killing these 3 guys, and then I'm moving forward here further into the ruins, past all of the thingies on the left here, the branches and stuff. So I'm just killing these mushroom people back and forth. They drop 165 runes. The only reason I'm doing this is because they're super easy to kill. They're not really a threat. You can kill the flowers as well. The flowers drop about 50 runes. You can determine if that's worth your time or not, but I'm prioritizing the mushroom people. So kill all the mushroom people, then sit down on the Site of Grace, go back, kill the mushroom people, sit down on the Site of Grace, and then put all of your points into strength until your strength level 27. So you need level 27 and level 12 on dexterity. After you reach level 27, you'll be able to dual wield the Greatsword by pressing R1 and triangle. That's your right bumper and Y on Xbox, I do believe. I don't know what it is on PC, but yeah, why are you playing this on mouse and keyboard? Just put a controller on your PC and just play it, please. But yeah, after we reach the 27 mark on strength and 12 dex, we can buy, if you haven't already, one of the Ash of Wars from Bernahl. Like, I actually recommend buying Upward Cut if you have enough runes at this point, because it's really good on the Greatsword as a starting weapon, starting skill. But after that, we grind some more runes, and we can actually upgrade our Greatsword. So all of those smithing stones that you grabbed at the beginning, you can finally put them on your Greatsword. And here you go, you finally have an upgraded Greatsword, and you're ready to kick Godrek's ass, and then whatever other enemy you desire on Limgrave. This should be enough to kick everyone's ass in Limgrave. So go on and enjoy your strength build. Hopefully this helped you out, and if you found it helpful, please consider leaving a like or a comment down below. I kind of did this on the fly. I'm recording this at like 4 a.m. so I'm sorry if it's a bit terrible. But hopefully the timestamps help a little bit. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.